Here's a really simple website marketing strategy that anyone can use to promote their website. So welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is Mick Meaney and I'm here to help you profit from your passion. So today you will learn a proven website marketing strategy that will allow you to promote your site easily. That's going to drive organic traffic to your website for free. It helps you to build authority, and it will also give you powerful backlinks that will help your website climb in the search engines. We're going to leverage popular websites in your niche and siphon traffic from them and direct it to your website. Plus, as a bonus, I'm going to give you a done-for-you template that will make this process really easy. And then as an extra bonus, I'm going to give you more organic traffic methods if you stay until the end. I'll show you how to get those at the end. So, who is this for? Well, it's for bloggers, content creators, vloggers, podcasters, anyone who's creating content. It's also for affiliate marketers. If you're doing affiliate marketing, you need to be creating content in some form. And this is a really good starting point too. This works great for service providers, for coaches, mentors. It also works for offline businesses, local businesses. So if you have a few clients that you need to drive traffic to, this is going to work for them too. And it also works beautifully for e-com stores. So, sound okay to you? Why should you listen to me in the first place? Everyone on the internet is saying, listen to me. They're trying to give you advice. What separates me from everyone else? Well, I've been doing digital marketing since I was 17, 18. So way back in 1998, that's when I started learning this stuff. I went full-time, self-employed on the internet in 2004. And in my 20 years, I've failed a lot, which doesn't sound great, but it's shown me what works. So I know what works and I know what doesn't work. So Profit Copilot is all about teaching you what does work. So it's my first-hand experience of things I know has worked. You know, I've built a hobby site. My first proper website, I built that to 4 million hits a month. And that's really the kind of stuff I teach you on this channel and podcast. And I use the strategy that I'm sharing with you today to leverage traffic from massive websites, really famous websites. I've used this on, I know it works. So I'm going to show you what to do. So this is the website marketing strategy. So, we're going to find websites that accept submissions. So you're going to contribute content to them, free content. Then you're going to leverage that. I'll show you how to find those websites. So we pitch them content ideas. I'll tell you exactly what to say to pitch your ideas. I've made it really simple. I've given you a little template that I'll show you in a minute. Then you're going to create and submit your content. And we're going to use a strategic linking strategy to really maximize not only the traffic, but your search engine rank as well. So how do you find websites? Well, we're going to use Boolean search strings. Sounds complicated. It's really simple. So if you open up the Googles, go to the search bar and type in something like your niche plus right for us. Let me show you. Drag in Google here. So hopefully you can see that. So if we type in something like weight loss plus right for us, and we want to put right for us in quotes, we want to have that plus, so Google knows that it absolutely needs to include this key phrase, this specific key phrase in the search results. And we go return, and here you're going to get a load of websites that will accept submissions in your niche. So it's a really simple process. So just type in your niche plus right for us in quotes. We can also use your niche plus submit post, become a contributor, guest post, send a tip, And all these work really well. So if you put in, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Boolean search strings that we can use to uncover websites that accept submissions. When you do that, you're going to have a whole heap of websites to go through. So once you have a list of sites to go through, you need to pitch your ideas. So here's how to do that. We need to warm them up first. So take the time, look through the websites, choose a few of the best ones that you would really like to be featured on, and then you have to warm up the webmasters or the bloggers behind the scenes. So we can't just go in cold and say, can I use your website for promotion, please? It doesn't work like that. You have to warm them up. They have to get to know you a little bit. They have to recognize your name. The best way of doing that is to comment on their social media profiles and on their blog comments. Be persistent with this. Spend a few days adding insightful comments. Don't just do one hit wonders, one-liners, and then bail. Give value. Demonstrate. Really demonstrate your knowledge and your expertise in your niche. And then you wait a few days. After you have done this, you've reached out to... We haven't reached out to them yet, but we reply to them on social media. We retweet them. We comment on their blogs. We kind of just get on their radar a little bit. And then after a few days, we introduce ourselves. We break the ice. So then we can ask them directly. So we can email them or ask them on social media, some way of contacting them. And we ask them something about their website or their business or their opinion about something. This breaks the ice, it opens the door, it starts a conversation, and that's all we're doing at this stage. Just starting a conversation. And then you wait for a response. When you get that response, then it's time to pitch your ideas. Notice the process here, we're warming them up, we're not going in cold. When you pitch your ideas, you have to make it personal. So I'm going to give you a template, but please do adapt it, twist it, change it, make it unique to you. Because imagine if everyone takes this template that I'm going to give you and uses it, just that template. Every time you email someone, chances are they're going to get multiple emails using the exact same template. So what they're going to do, they're just going to ignore it. So that's why you need to make it personal. When you do that, you make it personal. You also suggest 3 to 5 content ideas. So we're coming to them with suggestions. So there's 2 ways of doing this. I would encourage you to do both. So we look for what's missing on their blog. We look at the content that they're not serving. Where are the opportunities, the gaps that you can fill? So if you can create content, step into that gap, then they're going to welcome you on board unless there's a particular reason why they're not covering that topic. But you will find out if you do this properly. So in addition to suggesting something that's missing, we also want to make suggestions of things that we know are popular. So we can use BuzzSumo, we can go through their website, we can have a look on social media, the posts that are getting the highest levels of engagement. We can really do our homework and research on what works on that particular blog, so we know the type of content that their audience wants. So here on one hand we say, here's some content ideas of stuff that's missing. We don't actually say it's missing, but on the flip side we also say, well, here's stuff that we know is going to work. So you choose both of those. It's like different ends of the spectrum, right? We want to avoid the stuff in the middle, the run-of-the-mill, kind of zombie content. We want to choose both ends of the spectrum and pitch ideas for both. Okay. And then if there's no response, you have to follow up. Don't think, well, this stuff doesn't work. They don't like me. They don't like our ideas, whatever. What happens is, I know from experience, every single day I receive more emails than I can possibly deal with, and that's fine because I've, dozens and dozens of websites out there all doing different things. But I know from experience that I get pitched and other webmasters, content creators get pitched lots every single day. So you need that follow-up. So don't be disheartened if you don't get a response straight away or after a few days. It's probably not personal, so don't worry about it. So do you want the template, an email template to use? So this is proven to work if you adapt it for yourself. So I'm going to read it out. So starts with name, that's their name. So we say, "Dear Bob, thank you for getting back to me. I think," and then you state your opinion or your experience about their response. And then you say "because," and you put in your reasoning. So this helps create a bond because you're demonstrating that you're a real person, you have real thoughts and feelings, you have your own opinion about things, and it helps boost their opinion of you ever so slightly because you have something to say. So you demonstrate that. And then you follow on with saying something like, "I'd love to write about this on your blog if you're open to that question." And then you give them a few ideas. You say, "Here's a few ideas that I've been thinking about. And here what I've given you is some suggestions that you might want to use. Do adapt these, but these headlines are good starting points. So 10 simple ways to X without Y." So here we say 10 simple ways to benefit without something negative. And you'll notice that I'm putting 10 in front of all these because in my experience, if we list numbers, 10 seems to have the best response, the best results right across the board. People love 10 for some reason. So we go 10 simple ways to X without Y. Or we could say 10 reasons why you're X. And then 10 things about X nobody told you. So here we're sharing secrets. And then you finish off with saying, "If you'd like to see some of my previous posts, you can read them here." And then you would list down your previous posts. And then you finish off with, "Let me know what you think," and then sign your name. It's that simple. That template works once you've broken the ice and you've opened the door a little bit and you've started that conversation. This is the template to use to follow up with that. Okay, so let's move on to your content and linking strategy. Let's drive traffic and get backlinks. So obviously you can't just spam backlinks in your article. No one's going to accept it. There's a strategy. So when you're creating your content, do your research. Remember to complement, not compete. So if you're creating content, you don't want it to compete directly with your content. So you don't want to use the exact same keywords. But what you want to do is complement the content on your website. So think of it as an addition to what you're already doing. Don't make it compete with yours. Educational and results-orientated content always works best. If you can teach people how to do something, how to achieve something, that's going to fly a lot better than just your opinion on something. So if we can use stats and data to support the education that you deliver, that's going to work even better for you. So think about tutorials, stories, impart wisdom and knowledge and education through storytelling. Use case studies before and after. These all work really well. And then you break the article into sections. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So for example, the first section might be step 1 out of 10 steps, how to do something. And then you add resource links at the end of each section. And then you deep link to other articles on that blog. So if you're contributing to Joe's blog, you would deep link to other articles on Joe's blog that are relevant to this part of the article, to this section. In addition to that, you also deep link to your own website, not your homepage. You link to specific pieces of content on your own property that are relevant to this section of the article. And then you also deep link to other guest posts that you've done. You link out to other sites. This is really good because the webmaster, the blogger, will see that you're linking out to other guest posts that you've published elsewhere. So guess what? They know that you're going to link to theirs, to the guest posts that you contribute. They're going to get links too. This is a win-win, and that's what you want to create. So let me show you what I mean by this. So this is actually an article on Profit Copilot. So here we have a section. Hopefully you can see this. It's a section all about cold traffic. I talk about what cold traffic is, and then here we have a resources section, and there's a few links to other websites, to my own site, other places I've published. And then here we have a section about warm traffic, and then again, more resources. So that's how you want to do it. That's how you want to do your links. And also notice something. So here we have keyword. They're not spammy keywords, but they have targeted keywords, long tail and medium tail keywords in there too. So that's how you structure your content. And remember, at the start of this, I promised I'd give you some extra resources, extra ways to get more organic traffic to your website for free. Well, you can get them when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. They won't cost you a penny. And if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up below. Subscribe to the channel too, so you never miss an update from me. And I will hopefully see you again in a couple of days' time. Take care.